Figure skater Alena Kostornaya spoke about her preparation for the season. Kostornaya competes in pair skating with Georgi Kanitsa. In February, she underwent shoulder surgery. Have you recovered from the surgery? After any surgery, there is no such thing as being fully restored. Some movements and functions will still be lost irrevocably. You can minimize it, but nothing new will grow. Preparation for the season is going according to plan, said Kostornaya. She also answered the question of whether the pair would perform at the Russian national team's test skates in St. Petersburg on September 14-15. In theory, they should be there, the figure skater added. Kostornaya continues to conquer the heights in a new sport. Shoulder surgery did not stop Alena from working side by side with her husband Ol Olsson. A year ago, many doubted that Alena Kostornaya's story in pair skating would go beyond one season. However, the star skater dispelled the skeptics. Very soon, she will shine for the second time at the test skates as a pair skater, and will show programs for future starts with her husband and partner Georgi Kanitsa. But the debut season in pairs was far from easy for the European champion. The judging raised questions. It even seemed unfair in some ways. The places in the tournament table did not correspond to the old loud victories. It is not surprising that in such a situation, she did not immediately pull herself together and give free rein to her emotional nature. But later, Alena drew conclusions and directed all her energy to training. She no longer rebelled at competitions, but throughout the off-season she worked tirelessly, improving day by day. The way she does not give up is inspiring and commands true respect. Alena is an incredibly gifted skater, and it is so cool that she is still in this sport. She started with a right, but decided to move forward being one of the most talented single skaters. Alena took very hard to modest by her standards, 68.06 points for the short program at her first competition in pairs. She wrote on social networks, "It hurts, it's offensive and incomprehensible. This is not how I imagined our debut." After the free skate, she gave a denunciatory speech, saying that her favorite sport was drowning in a swamp. Many condemned her, some sympathized, and some were afraid that Alena would give up and hang up her skates. In the end, everything ended well. Alena drew conclusions and did not make a show of it either in the kiss and cry or in front of the press. She and Kanitsa closed the season, maybe not in a high place, but on a high note, delighting fans at the Russian Championships with a remake of her famous short program Angel. They were unable to reach the final of the Russian Grand Prix, as the girl had surgery due to a shoulder injury. Health is more important, everything is correct. However, the need to protect her arm from stress did not stop Alena from training actively. She worked hard in the choreography room, performing pirouettes on pointe shoes, and tore her feet until they bled. She was preparing for the role of the Black Swan in the show, but ballet classes are also useful for sports. Alena returned to the ice with great enthusiasm. The coaches did not hide their concerns that she was so eager to work, and tried to slow her down. It is difficult to judge how successful they were, but news from the ice regularly appeared on the athlete's social media page. Every day she strove to become better. Her diligence and workaholism were amazing. At the same time, she and Gasha managed to combine their training with the role of mentors for amateur figure skaters. Kostornaya and Kanitsa dedicated the summer to progress. At the training camp in Sochi, Alena and Gasha took part in exhibition performances, where they skated the short program Angel. The couple's progress was obvious. They began to feel each other better, skate closer, and improve the twist, which they constantly had problems with. It's a pity that at the end of the training camp, Alena was again overtaken by an old injury. Her left arm required rest and a splint. The beginning of July was marked for the couple by a small but important victory. They achieved the third level in the twist, just a little short of the fourth. And in August they scared us by studying extreme elements. Alena's support without hands on Gasha's head and the so-called club, when the partner holds the partner by the skate and rotates her upside down around her axis. By the way, they tried this dangerous trick at Ilya Averbik's show in Leningrad. It looked really impressive, but to be honest, I want the fearless Alena to take care of herself. On the other hand, it's cool that she is charged with work and wants to be the best version of herself both in competitions and in ice shows. It is clear that she enjoys her path in pair skating and is gaining momentum with passion. It would seem that in the conditions of the ban of Russian figure skaters in the international arena, it will be difficult for such a successful single skater to maintain motivation and remain in big-time sports, especially against the background of numerous injuries and a very difficult character. But Alena pleasantly surprises and makes us believe that she will definitely achieve serious success as a pair skater. If only her health would not fail her. And she has more than enough work and talent to conquer more than one sporting peak.